All right, hopefully we're good.
I think we are. I'll just go on my phone and test the audio.
So, if the audio is working, you should
Sounds
hope
good.
you should all notice that we are in a slightly different space than we were last time you saw us. That's
The
fun.
acoustics are suddenly a lot better.
Crazy, right?
Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much better we sound on Twitch. I'm not even kidding. It's like night and day.
Oh,
But,
really?
But yes, it's true. We are in a new space. We've just had to make some changes. And we made some changes to the schedule. And I don't believe we posted them yet anywhere, but we can soon.
Yes.
Probably between the next event. But Spade's here, Tommy, and Evan from IKG Productions. And we have the wonderful Jerry T. Crott on Tech Crew.
He
So-
waved. He waved.
Oh, yeah, right.
Even though you can't see it.
You can talk to them.
Hello.
So yeah, I'll let Tommy take it away.
Yeah, all right. So today, we are doing Elden Ring Bingo. And contrary to what that might think, my goal today is actually just to try and get all the objectives that I have set up on the bingo board. I took the Community Bingo Brawlers rule set from previous Elden Ring tournaments and used that rule set here. I generated a random bingo board, and I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm going to and see what I can do with it. So if there are no complaints, I think I can go start.
Right? No, I think you're good to go. I'm just getting myself.
All right.
Am I out of the camera view, Garrett, if I do this?
Nope, you're good.
Cool.
All right. I'm taking a look at the board to see if there's anything I need to do, like see if it changes how I start my character. And it does not look like that is the case. All right.
Yeah, I think you're good from that.
Yeah.
Does
So,
that mean you get free reign to decide what you're doing with your character?
yeah, so there's this keepsake that you start off with. And that keepsake is just an item from a small list that you're able to freely choose on your character. You can start with no keepsake, or you can start with one of a few different items. And I chose to start with a golden seed, which will give me straight away an additional charge of my healing flask. All right, so at the start of the game, we start in this place, the Chapel of Anticipation. We have to pick up the Tarnished Wisdom's Finger, and then we come in here, and there is the Grafted Scion boss fight.
Whoa.
That is an intentional death. You have to die against this boss one way or another. You beat it, and then you die, or you die while fighting him.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So you have to die one way at the end of the tutorial, so I choose to just instantly jump off.
That's interesting. I have to say, I have sadly still never played any From Software game, but I have seen almost full playthroughs. Actually, full playthroughs, I think, of the first 3 Dark Souls games. At least enough to know that, honestly, I would really enjoy these games if I played them more. One thing that strikes me right away is just how beautifully detailed Elden Ring is. Just from a graphical and art style standpoint.
Yeah, Elden Ring is... I'm definitely a fan.
And it's 60 FPS, too. Is this one of those games that has, like, a performance mode kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I'm currently running on. They have...
I would
There's,
totally do
yeah,
the
there's
same.
ray tracing capabilities on this, and that's in, like, the non-performance mode. I honestly haven't experimented too much with that to see how consistent the PS5 is with it, but I should. We're gonna try and hit attack. No, that's fine. When you two-hand a bow in midair, if you time it right, you can cancel the little stagger animation that happens from when you fall. Say hi to the Tree Sentinel. He is the first boss that many players encounter.
Well, it is right along, like, the horse path.
Yes, you are meant to get your shit kicked in by that guy a little bit at the start of the game.
Isn't that a rite of passage?
Kind of. Yeah, you die to him a bit, and then you go on. All right.
Since we have more game audio, I'll just do a little test. See how we're doing. What a beautiful game.
Yeah. It's real. I mean, the first view that you get when you come outside the Stranded Graveyard, which is where you get teleported to, is just the Erd tree up in the sky. And so, I have a lot of setup that I need to do. Elden Ring is a big game, and there is a lot of stuff that I need to get before I can really start exploring the open world and completing some of these objectives.
Speaking of which, those objectives should be showing up shortly.
All right, let me
Great.
know, and I'll speak about some of them in particular.
Is the top left corner particularly important for Elden Ring?
That has like my kind of that has my player statistics on it, like health.
Alright, so maybe we want to put this in the top right corner then.
The top right should be fine.
Cool. Yeah, I'll make it take up a good amount of space. And I can hide it at some point.
Awesome. All right, so this is Melina. She allows us to actually level up, and she gives us Torrent, the horse.
Mm.
Yeah, so you equip the Spectral Steed Whistle, and now I can run anywhere. Yeah, so like this, honestly, like 70% of the game is available to me without defeating any bosses. Right now, with enough time, I can get to about 70% of the physical space
That's amazing.
in Elden Ring, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey Garrett, I would raise the game audio just ever so slightly.
Absolutely.
Admittedly, there hasn't been anything terribly loud.
True. I did use a
But-
little whistle as like a level,
Oh, that's good.
kind of a little cue. I was
Mhm.
like, just maybe just a little higher. But otherwise, I think we're already good.
This is the Knight's Cavalry. They only appear at night, and I will be back to kill it later.
Wait, opponent can't jump? What the hell? Link's been cheated for years.
Yes, I mean, the Knight's Cavalry are on horses.
The opponent can jump and not for even time.
Or you're right. The opponent can always jump, but it's at specific moments. That's right. Actually, be very useful if you could manually jump in like tiers or something.
Okay, so we are currently headed to the Third Church of America, which is a location in Limgrave, the first area of the game. And this is essentially where any challenge run is immediately going to go to. Allows you to create the physic flask, which you get from it, is it is a refilling, customizable buff. And you can put these things that you find in the world called sacred tiers into it. The different tiers have different effects, like refilling some of your health, giving you plus 10 points in strength, making you do like 30% more poise damage, posture damage to enemies. It is a absolutely necessary thing for any playthrough, and we grab it because it's going to be really helpful in gaining, like strength for some of the fights that we're going to do. And it is right over there. These Lost Graces are little checkpoints. You can rest it there and level up there, as well as level up plenty. You can level up plenty of things, like the health flasks. And they serve as teleport locations.
Oh, right.
Yes, and so now we are headed to... this is Fort Height, another location, really close to the start of the game, where an important item is. We get, I think it's the right half of the Dectus Medallion, but it might be the left. Regardless, it's one of the halves of the Dectus Medallion, which allows us into a really large area of the game called the Altus Plateau. There are two main ways to get up there. There's the Dectus Lift, which is this gigantic elevator, or there's the ruin-strewn precipice, which is right to the side of the lift. You either have both halves of the medallion and are able to use the lift, or you have to fight your way up the cliff, which is what I had done in my very first playthrough of this game. Yeah.
So, are you directly working towards any of these bingo objectives right now, or is this just all like the set?
Currently, we are just doing a bunch of setup. I would be doing this currently regardless of what run I have. But I see on the bingo board in the top right, there's Take Raya's Hand to Volcano Manor. That is aided, that objective is aided quite considerably by getting the Dectus Medallion. Where there's a little thing in Raya's quest line. It starts off, which I will do, it starts off by needing to get an item for her, and then she moves right to where the lift takes you. So that is, that's something that I'm planning for. I plan to kill 3 friendly NPCs, which I could have made some progress on. We're gonna go kill Vare, and we're going to unfortunately kill Bach, the tailor.
J.S. Bach. You can't do that.
Alright, so that's the Dectus Medallion left. We found the maps to the Limgrave West, and East. And we are warping out of that area. Alright, and now we are going to go into the Weeping Peninsula to get a couple more safety items, some upgrades for our flask, and some graces.
Oh, heads up! I did notice that on the stream, Garrett, it says
I just messed it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fixed it.
Profile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
I'm not
not
playing.
that.
I'm not gonna take the credits.
Some other early objectives that I see are the third down on the leftmost column, kill Limgrave Tree Sentinel with a +0 weapon. The Limgrave Tree Sentinel is that big guy on a horse I pointed out earlier. He is, I have not fought him with a +0 weapon in a while, so we'll see how that goes. And there is another NPC that I'm going to want to kill around
Sorry
here.
about that animation. We don't actually have a new one. I think. Huh.
Oh,
Never mind.
I see something.
Oh, already debuffing me,
I
are
think
we?
that is old, right?
We'll see.
You can check on Streamlabs. Please do.
If it's Belschnickel,
We really want to know right now.
It is Belschnickel donating $24.
okay.
That was last night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Though,
All right. Well, at least it works.
well, I mean, technically, we never got to honor Alex's donation. Sorry, Belschnickel's donation. We never honored it with any, with anything.
That
Right.
is true.
Stream cut out before we were
Oh,
able
yeah.
to do anything for.
So
Yeah.
let's do the first one right now, which I believe I have as hitless.
Okay, so next boss hitless.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are going to do
All right.
that.
Unlocked.
We are going to do that on Margit, the Fell Omen, the first like true major boss that you encounter in the game. That is also column 1, row 2 on the bingo board. Kill Margit with 4+ parries. So I will
That is convenient.
I will combine the both of them, and
Okay.
I know him pretty well, but I'll probably have to reset that a couple times. All right. Yeah, so currently we are in Weeping Peninsula. We are going to another church. The churches are great because they contain a sacred tier item, which allows us to upgrade the flasks. And I have just realized this PS5 does not have the HUD on.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was really concerned because like my triangle button was not bringing it up, and now I know why.
Okay.
So that's fine. Yeah, so you can see top left, red, blue, and green are health, mana, and stamina, respectively. And the bottom left shows the left-hand armament, the right-hand armament, and my flasks.
Crimson Tears.
Yes, the Flask of Crimson Tears is that is the health flask. And in this little menu, the blue one is the mana flask. Those items refill every time you die or rest at one of those sites of grace. And so they're very helpful. And I should also explain the starting class that I picked. In From Software games, you have the choice of choosing between like 10 different setups usually. They have different stat allocations, different starting weapons, different equipment, and different items. And they always have a bare bones one where there are no upgrades and you're usually left with the most basic weapon available. In this case, that weapon is the club. But what I have chosen is the samurai. In past From Software games, most classes are generally comparable to one another. You can kind of choose just based on what you like. And in this game, that's no different, but the samurai is extremely powerful in comparison to the rest of them, mostly because it has this weapon, the Uchigatana, which has an incredible Ash of War on it, which is like a skill. Weapons have like light attacks, heavy attacks, and skills, which is the Ash of War. We're upgrading my flasks. And I'm going to attempt a Margit. We'll see how that goes. I also do want to pick up a weapon that is located in Limgrave, which is one of the best weapons in the game. It is kind of insane. There's a weapon called the Bloodhound's Fang, which is practically spoon-fed to the player. There is a quest line that I'm not going to progress, unless I really struggle with it. There's a quest line with an NPC called Blythe, the Wolfman. And if you progress this quest line, he will help you fight the boss that gives you the weapon. So you gain a really strong summon who will solo the boss by himself in order to get this weapon. And the weapon has like special properties. It is an incredible weapon. It is unique in a lot of ways. It's a really strong weapon. And the game gives it to you like right at the start of the game with the help of a summon. So it's kind of crazy how it's in the game. But it is naturally an incredibly strong weapon, and so I'll be using it to, gain a really powerful weapon ahead of what I might normally have.
Alright. Now, I'm just going to quickly talk about the donation incentives, because they're back up. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of great donation incentives for this stream. I'm going to ask that you talk about them in a second, but for right now, I'd love to say that we are in support of the Stonewall Community Foundation, which is an organization with a mission towards reducing violence towards LGBTQ individuals and is a leading force in reducing homelessness in these communities. Please consider donating by clicking the link in our Streamlabs page. 100% of the proceeds go to the charity, and we've also got some great donation incentives for these, such as the one that we are closest to right now, which I believe is the region lock.
Okay.
845.
Yeah, so what region lock means is I will need to stay in a single region of the game and not be able to teleport to other places. So right now I'm in Limgrave. So if we met region locked, I would not be able to leave Limgrave to do anything
Oh, I see.
for a while.
Who's this? Hello.
This is Margit the Fell Omen, the first boss of the game, and this run is currently not valid because I did take damage, but I'm trying to get familiarized with this controller, which is not mine.
How do you parry in this game?
Yeah, so parry, you need to have a shield equipped, and it is the L2 button, or the trigger on the left side. On PlayStation, which this is, that is L2.
Yeah, so I believe if you...
So you don't take the left Joy-Con and go like...
No. I will need to reset. I'm just trying to... I'm familiarizing myself with the controller in this here.
I honestly wish I could plop a lot of these encounters into Skyward Sword and just see what that would play like. That would be really cool.
Alright. I died to reset. And we are going to... Let's see if I get Bloodhound's Fang. So my closest set of grace is right here. My what is it? My cursor went over the location that it is. It's right on this hill behind this bridge, right up there. It is in something called an Everjail. Oh, thank you. Yes, there is a ballista that camps this location. Like that. I didn't get on torrent. Well, yes, you die a lot in this game. Crazy. Okay, the Stake of America is like a temporary respawn point. If you're within the radius, you will spawn at the stake, which is rather nice. Alright. I will get the Grace over here, the Agheel Lake South. And then we'll try and... Oh, shoot. The donation is next boss incentive, or next boss hit list. Technically, Bloodhound Knight Darrowwill counts as the next boss.
That is correct.
So...
And you will have to reset if you get hit.
Yeah. What hit me?
Where did that come
What
from?
just hit?
Reset.
I actually don't know what hit me. Oh, well, that was not what I wanted to have happen. I drank my blue flask, which is not great. Why did I take that out? Okay, yeah, kill me. I don't know why I two-handed my weapon. It might be the controller. I'm playing on a DualSense Edge, which we have for this setup, whereas I'm used to just playing on the normal PlayStation controller. And I think I accidentally hit one of the bottom buttons.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
Is that what that does? That one does that. That's weird. What? Alright. Yeah, there are a bunch of objectives that I can do really early on here, but there's a lot of setup to do. Oh, nice. Alright.
Yikes.
It's been a while since I fought this guy. So... And I didn't expect to have to do it hitless. So we'll, oh. You're right. So, we'll see. Oh, really, dude? Alright, we'll get more familiar with him again. Yeah, we'll try this a couple times, and if not, it'll probably be faster to go get Blythe.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yep, I'll need to get a couple runes as well.
I'm gonna sit back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's my popcorn?
Do you really want to have popcorn this early in the morning?
No, I actually don't like popcorn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, no. It makes me feel good. Nice. That's cool.
Oh, come on, game. Controller dropped my input. I know I should have brought mine. That's fine. Alright. We'll get Blythe. I don't feel full power yet. But that is alright.
That fellow's a menace.
Yeah. The Bloodhound Knights have a rather interesting moveset. They like... I did wrong by Mistwood. So, in order to get Blythe, he's on top of these ruins. You have to hear, because he's half wolf, he has the head of a wolf. Oh god, Ronnie, why were you here? Alright, this is an NPC that you will meet later in the game. She's related to some important stuff later on. And I need to exhaust her dialogue right now. Because she put the traitor over there asleep. And now Melon is talking to me.
To see and it seems torrent,
Okay.
as I may there is, but I can take gathering.
And Melina also does another thing for us, and that's give us access to the Round Table Hold, which is this nebulous area in the game where other Tarnished, which is like what the player is, are able to go, and it provides resources to them. Like there's a blacksmith here. Oh, we earned a trophy. Nice. But yeah, the Round Table Hold, you are required to enter there before you beat the game. You can technically get all the way through the game without ever stepping foot in there. But you actually do need to go there to beat the game once. Alright, so we asked Kale, this merchant, about the Howling in Mistwood. We get the finger snap, which is a gesture. Me through. And that gesture we use underneath these ruins in order to call down Blythe.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we snap our fingers, and he jumps down.
Garrett, how many people are watching?
Right now we've got 5 viewers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That is
honestly very good considering our time.
right.
Thanks for watching.
Dedicated to more. Do this some early birds watching.
Love it. We love the early birds.
So you can see Blythe right up
Sorry
there.
for yawning. Oh.
Yeah, we are early.
Yeah.
I have to dismount Torrent, and then we...
I believe if you want coffee at this point, you should be able to get some.
Okay. I'll go up soon. There he is.
There he is. So sorry, Blythe, I like you, but we're skipping your dialogue really fast, because I gotta go fast.
Oh my god, it's a Johnny.
And I'm bleeding time. Alright, so we talked to Blythe, and now there will be a summon sign up here by the Everjail, which is what this little area is called. Was it around here? Did I not talk to him enough? I might not have talked to him enough.
Did you not build up your relationship?
His summon sign also might be inside. I don't quite remember. It might only be visible in here. Yeah, there it is. So there he is. Best boy. We'll wait for him to spawn in. Yeah, so he has been tasked to
That's
find
so cool.
right. He's awesome, but he's been tasked to find and kill this Bloodhound Knight. We got a stagger off on him. We'll get.
I was gonna say that's really helpful.
Yeah, we got another one off. Oh, really,
Oh
game?
no.
That's fine. Actually, no, I won't.
Yeah, you gotta reset.
Okay, he's not. I can't quit. Uh-oh.
You could die.
Hit me, please.
Please hit me.
Wait, please kill me before...
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Alright, well, we'll make the next boss fight hitless.
Oh, man, that actually hurts me. I really wanted that to be the one.
Well, you can't intentionally die.
Yeah, I could have, like, completely closed the game, but I didn't really want to do that.
No,
But,
it's
okay.
Who is the easiest joke boss in the game that you can go to right now?
What about the first boss? The guy on the walking path.
That's the Knights Cavalry. Actually, that gives me a good idea.
Okay.
That gives me a good idea. So I have, so those Knights Cavalry are actually kind of difficult. With a higher level weapon, I would be able to defeat him in just a couple hits. But their moveset is, right, they're on horseback. And they are really fast. So, we're back at the Third Church of America, which I went to get the Physic Flask. And there's a warp to Grail's Dragon Barrow, which is all the way over here in Caelid. This is an area of the game that not a lot of people like. Usually, your first experience in this area is being, you open a chest in the Dragonburnt Ruins, and it takes you to a tunnel in the middle of the Swamp of Aeonia, which is in the middle of Caelid. And you look up, and the sky is completely red. There's this rotting, random crap all over, and you'll probably die in one hit to anything. It is a great way for From Software to tell you, you should not be at this point in the game right now. So most people rest at the site of grace and leave immediately. Yeah. So, right now we are on our way to another Knights Cavalry. And you might be wondering, why am I going to fight a more difficult Knights Cavalry
Why
compared to the
that you
one in Limgrave? And to that, I will say, you'll see.
are.
You will see.
Are we going to go potentially do some golfing? Or,
We're doing something fun. We're going to do something fun and interesting, and probably unexpected to all but the people who have played a fair amount of Elden Ring. And I am picking up a bunch of these golden runes at this graveyard. There are a bunch of these locations, and these runes are items that can be used in the inventory to get some money.
speaking of money, we've got the lock zone donation for $5 more, and I think this would be a very, very bad time for that.
This would be an exceptionally bad time for me because I'm doing this and instantly leaving.
Just to say, get your wallets ready.
Get your wallets ready.
So this bridge over here, as you can see, now has a Knights Cavalry on it.
Oh yes, it does.
They only appear at night. Crazy. Yes, Knights Cavalry as in night, the time of day, not night the type of enemy.
Oh boy.
So I'm aligning myself at a very specific spot on this bridge. And what should happen is the Knights Cavalry will take notice of me instantly when I spawn, and I'm hoping he does a certain attack. It's alright, I killed an enemy hitless.
Whoa!
Unfortunately, it doesn't need to be a boss.
That is a boss.
That is a boss.
There is a boss health bar at the bottom.
That was a boss.
That is true.
That was definitely a boss.
Alright.
There
Sure
is
was.
there is a boss health bar at the bottom.
Nice job with the exploit.
Yes, that is a technicality, but I did it.
I say it counts.
I have 12 strength.
Absolutely. Now, if that donation bill comes up again, we're not allowing you to defeat the same boss.
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
I would. You cannot respawn a boss like that.
Okay, good.
Okay, I need 17 dex. All right, I need 17 dex to use this weapon. I should be able to get. Going to...
Now, does that cross up any bingo goals?
No, it does not. This is just I just got a bunch of runes from that enemy, so I'm able to level up a bit. Now I'm able to actually use the Bloodhound's Fang, and we are going to teleport to down here to grab an upgrade material.
Okay.
So we'll upgrade my Bloodhound's Fang, and then use that in the fight against Margit. Another Knight's Cavalry over here. Yes, that does not meet any goals on the board. Shouldn't. Ooh. There's a big golem over there. Big golem with a bow. I'm drinking my coffee, so probably gonna hit. You're not gonna hit. Okay, so
What happens if you run out of stamina?
when you run out of stamina, it takes longer to get it back. But stamina management is really important in this game. Right, stamina is how you do attacks. How you do a lot of things.
Okay.
Actually,
So if you lose your stamina, then you lose the ability to attack temporarily? Or-
yes, you need to wait
Okay.
for it to refill in order to
Got
right, be able to do anything.
And that's probably to incentivize more precision in your
Yes.
actions. Okay.
Though something very nice that this game added. Oh, come on, guys! Come on, kill me. Actually, wait, no, I have money. But yeah, something that is nice in this game that's a change from other From Software games is if you're not in combat, you don't use any stamina, which is incentivizes being able to run around the open world faster. All right, so the reason why I quit out of the game is because by doing so, you remove all enemy aggro, and that allows you to teleport.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would sometimes do the same thing in Xenoblade X, actually. Garrett can probably
Honestly,
attest.
this game's pretty similar to Xenoblade X. I have to say it.
It has some similarities.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Not
there
in
are
terms
both
of combat, obviously.
they are both open world, but yeah,
More or less.
yeah. Let's give you some of those vibes.
All right, so we are able to get the first 2 levels on our Bloodhound's Fang. Right. We're going to buy a crafting kit from Kale while I have money, which unlocks just the ability to craft in the game, which I might use later.
Well, you're back.
It is 300 runes right there.
Goodbye.
Okay, map. And we go Castle Ward Tunnel. We're gonna now simply need to beat Margit. And I will be getting kill Margit with 4+ parries. And I'm technically not able to wield this weapon because I don't have 18 strength. But, oh, actually, wait, I can't do that. That is a problem. I just realized because I'm trying to parry, so that's not gonna go well. That's fine.
Switch over once you finish your parries, though.
That is true, but on this controller, I'm not totally.
You're doing fine with it, Perry.
Ugh. That's 2. There's 4.
So you can see even in the most recent entry, it's just everything's so weighty. Ooh. I feel like I'd be really good at these games.
Pick them up.
I should.
Yeah. Phase transition.
I think I could really get into the combat as well. The
Alright.
exploration. I like how it can summon these glow swords. That's a really cool,
Yeah, pretty cool boss.
unique thing. Yeah, I like that. I feel like when it did like that swipe, it would still glow and just, you know.
Yeah, Margit has that cool ability of being able to summon these like swords that do holy damage. That's what he did there.
So is that like a status effect kind of thing?
There's different damage types in this game, like fire, lightning, physical, magic,
Okay.
and certain enemies, bosses, and even armors they give you different resistances to them. Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, the Holy is the worst damage type for the player to use because the majority of bosses have resistance to it.
Oh, nicely done. Look at that.
Alright.
Ooh.
Like,
Now, dude,
phase
She
transition.
in a sliver like wow.
It's fine.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must prove thy
Alright, Margit again. He blocked me on that attack again. I tried to strafe around him. But that's alright. I do want to actually get something on the board now. So we will fight him until we beat him, and maybe I will use a summon. I'd rather not have to use the filthy summon on him too, but if that's what happens, it's what happens.
Nice. Well, at least you can afford to take hits for the.
Yeah, at this point in the game.
Yeah. I thought they've done a lot of work to optimize the automatic camera when you're locking on enemies. Because even a big enemy like him, they're doing a good job showing you specific angles so you can understand. Even if the whole sword maybe not be in the frame, there's a clear kind of telegraph to it.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at those kinds of things in 3D action games. Oof. That's tough because it was like right after you dodged, your frames ran out, and it was like.
I missed time to dodge there.
That's okay. Yeah. You're doing good though.
But we're good. We are chilling.
Hey, it's interesting that parry's on L2. I just never played a game that on L2.
Well, that's so what it works in these games because that is the button for what we call Ashes of War, right? Which is the weapon skills, and so the parry is technically the weapon skill of the shield.
Oh, okay.
We're switching to Bloodhound.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Instead of having you relearn with like a separate parry button or something,
Right.
that makes a lot of sense.
You really dodge both.
One of the things I love about these FromSoft games, these Souls-like games, is like how, because everything's so weighty and not really that fast, well, enemy attacks pretty fast, like, the fact that you have even the opportunity to dodge too early and then get hit is something that I really like. Because, not all, but some action games, I think, give you a pretty generous dodge that can be kind of spammed, and that's clearly not something that you can get away with here. Like, you have to be very...
Yes, you have to be very precise.
Yeah.
Something additionally nice about this game is depending on how much weight you have, your dodge gets faster or slower. And by weight, I mean the total sum of your weapon weight
Okay.
and your armor weight. So by taking off your armor, you gain less protection, but if you're more confident in how you can dodge...
That's cool. I like that. Nice weight. That was good.
Yeah, Margit is a struggle for a lot of people because of how attacks, like, you have to wait on them.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh, I did the wrong button.
Do shields have durability?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Wow.
Things only break from breath to loud.
Well, I was thinking Skyward Sword.
In real games,
What I-
our shields don't break.
Because of how this game like really prioritizes left and right, that's why I'm thinking about Skyward Sword so much. The game does the same thing. Shield left, sword right. You know. So when are we gonna get Margaret in Skyward Sword?
And that is Margaret. There we go.
Oh.
I don't know how
Sorry,
you
we
can
got
get
it.
things up.
Oh no, he's good.
She's just like, what's going on? I don't understand. There you go.
Yeah, so Margaret is done. First objective is completed.
Great. Lovely.
Yep.
Oh no.
Come over here, would you? It's tight. The guard
Alright.
will breach the cast.
Oops.
All
Alright.
right.
Oh, yeah. Here, do you want me to look?
No, I got it.
Oh.
It's only
It should just be a monitor cable though, right?
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, stream's still, everything's fine.
Probably. Oh, is it?
I'll check. I'm pretty sure.
Should be.
Hopefully.
Might have moved some stuff around. Oh yeah, everything's. Okay. Something weird happened with.
Looks good. Is there something?
Yeah. Okay. There was a little weirdness.
Oh, is it like the
Yeah, the double.
the doubling?
It's fixed.
okay.
That's good.
Oh, yep. It like zoop popped into place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might need to restart the app, but I think we'll be okay.
I think we'll be okay at least through the end of Elden Ring. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're fine. Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
No, I mean my app, not the stream.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Don't forget to donate.
Alright, and so now that I finally have a boss kill under my belt, we are going to access the rest of the game. Crazy. So, normally, the game wants you to go through that area I just unlocked, Stormvale Castle. Margit guards the entrance to that area, but there is a path around it that we are able to go to. And that is up this way. I should not have jumped off. Yeah, so Stormvale Castle, there's this really, like, rickety chasm that we can take to just bypass the castle entirely. And that is one of the reasons why a large portion of this game is accessible without actually killing any bosses. You were able to see how I was able to get into Caelid really easily just by taking a teleporter at a location in the game that is really important. And same thing over here. You kind of explore next to the castle after you die a bunch over there, and you see this area. There's a finger reader crone there. We don't care about them. They're vaguely connected to the story of the game, and hence right now we don't care about them. But yes, this is the path. I don't think it has a specific name, but this path just leads around Stormvale Castle and allows us to reach the next area of the game, Liurnia of the Lakes, without having to defeat the big boss of Stormvale Castle. I know in my first playthrough I found this, I wanted to explore a lot of Limgrave before I went and did Margit, and I came across this really quickly. Yeah, and for the when you are on online mode, which we are not right now, a bunch of messages appear on the ground, and a ton of them warn people of the wolves. Like, it's literally like 100 messages all along that path of people worrying about the wolves. And it's just like, I remember the first time I was going up there, right from the very start, I was getting messages about beware wolf ahead and stuff, and I was just like, okay, when are you coming? Because I knew there were going to be some wolves because a million messages told me about them. Where are you?
So, they were telling you to be werewolf ahead?
Beware wolf ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the way that messages work in this game and other From Software games is you have a bunch of like individual words that you're able to put on there. That's like how they deal with censorship and like making sure people can't, put in anything
That
too
makes
like
sense.
right
Yeah,
too
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, that's a creative solution.
Yeah, and so they have just a bunch of different categories like locations, actions, right? So like beware, right? Wolf ahead is one, so that contains like an animal or an enemy,
Category.
a warning category, stuff like that.
So, tell our viewers, Tommy, what is the next square on the bingo board that you're like really trying to go after?
Yeah, so essentially, I'm kind of working towards again take Rise Hand, but I'm also working on more setup right now. I haven't looked at the bingo board in a while. I'm actually going to get a map, which is, I'm in combat.
I really like the mist in there.
Mm-hmm. Gonna get this Grace, reset some enemy aggro. I'm gonna go back and get a map. And I actually realized, I actually did get the Kill It Boss on Torrent the whole fight square. I forgot that I had that, but that was gotten during the Knights Cavalry.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because I was
right.
on Torrent the
That's
entire fight.
Well, that's two.
Alright, there is a map stone right here.
Also, don't forget, viewers, especially if you live on the East Coast like we do. It's very early, but if you would be interested, we do have some donation incentives. Garrett, would you like to remind our viewers what we have going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we already unlocked and completed the hitless boss incentive, but you'll see that up again. I believe at $50.
Ooh, another one.
Yeah, another one.
Hooray. Hooray.
Have fun.
The next one is the region lock at $840. We are just $5 away from that. We've got the talisman one.
Talesman? Or a talus?
Talus, I believe.
I always get that mixed up.
Talisman.
Thank you actually for reminding me of that, because there's part of setup that I usually do and didn't do this time, which is actually severely limiting my current power right now.
No problem.
I forgot to do it.
But for $10 more, you can reroll talismans for the next 15 minutes.
Oh, we have 7 people watching. This is great,
Yeah.
guys. We really appreciate this. Like,
Mhm.
this is awesome.
Yeah. We have for 850. I'm pretty sure that's hitless. 860, and we disabled the physic for 15 for some long amount of time. And then for 875, you have to defeat a boss with parries on.
I'll go back. Yeah, so another...
And riposte attacks, if that matters.
Yeah, so what the repost attack means there, when you parry, right, there are certain attacks in this game that can be parried and can't. What can be parried and cannot is kind of arbitrary. Usually if a boss has a weapon they're holding, you can parry it, but like this Putrid avatar that you can see right now, you cannot parry any of its attacks, and it has this gigantic club. By parrying, you increment like a stagger counter, we'll say. And when that stagger counter gets to a certain threshold, the boss staggers, and then you can perform a repost attack on it, which is like a critical hit. Parries by themselves do not do any damage. And I suppose if I didn't add that repost attack, there are some certain spell, like Ash of War's skills that you can put on shields that cause them to do damage. Like there's one called Carrion Retaliation that summons 3 swords around you. And those swords will wait a couple seconds and then fire at a nearby enemy. So technically, you can do a boss only parrying. But for the sake of this challenge, I decided we'll allow repost attacks.
I've decided. I don't
Yeah.
like you.
That makes sense. I think it would be a little hard to go, okay, I can't defeat any bosses until I get this hard.
Yeah.
Actually, forward.
Right. It's in the spirit of that. The spirit of that goal is get the openings for my attacks by only parrying.
Sure.
Yeah, but there is actually a boss that I could do really out of order. That's kind of helped by being good at parrying and getting one of those. But getting Carrion Retaliation, the spell that allows it to happen, is really difficult. Or it's at least it's further in the game. All right.
How true. How true. How very true.
All right. So I now have a talisman.
Garrett. We were still looking at the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh boy, what happened?
Just tired.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, I'll let you know if any of the 7 people chat or if you get a donation or
Okay. Sounds good.
anything like that. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go and find Raya. It's always a little difficult directly navigating to her because she's in a building in the mists.
Do you love the mist?
Yeah.
It's harder to see your phones.
I'm still in combat. Thank you, game. I'm going northwest. I think I'm still in combat? That's unfortunate. So if you stay in while you are in combat, you cannot open the map. You should be around here. Alright, I did go extremely too far. But that is fine because I needed to go here anyway. We're picking up the Dexterity Knot Crystal tier. I picked up the Strength one earlier, but did not mention it. And this is something we were able to put in our Physic Flask to increase the Dexterity stat, which is what this weapon scales off of. You can increase that stat by 10. So we are going to put that in the flask. We're going to mix Wondrous Physic. And if you like this guy, don't look.
No.
Great, we're progressing towards one of the bingo goals.
Garrett, are you looking at the stream?
Yeah.
Are you sure the donations are working? Are you really sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
You're
Even, like, in
really
terms of
sure?
them showing up, or in terms of...
Yeah, I'm showing up.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten...
I don't know how much more subtle I can be.
But yeah,
You should see something right now. You should have already.
But yeah, so that guy, that is the Blackguard Bogart, and
Oh, no. Oops.
Told you something's off.
I didn't have stream levels open.
but yeah, unfortunately, that guy, that guy stole a necklace from Raya, who is her. She's asking us right now to get that necklace back, and you can pay him 1,000.
There
You can pay him 1,000 runes to do that, or you can kill him and take it. And I did not want to pay him.
Awesome. So, thank you to Jerry Seinfeld Productions for donating $5 via Streamlabs. You're now region locked.
I told you I like the mist.
Oh man.
I like the
Region
mist.
locked back there?
Well,
That's what I sent the donation.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So if you would be so kind.
Pain. This land.
Here, just hearing you read that name out loud has made it all worth it.
I do.
All right. So I am region locked. There are some things that I could leave Liurnia to do. That there are a bunch of easy objectives that I could complete right now, still in Limgrave.
Okay.
Tree Sentinel with a +0 weapon is kind of easy. I could. There are some catacomb dungeons. I need to kill 8 Limgrave bosses. And a couple things like that. But at the moment, this is fine. Because there are plenty of objectives that I can still further while in Limgrave. Or while in
We only
Liurnia.
got 10 minutes on this, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Do you have a clock, Garrett?
Yep.
Okay.
and while you are there, Garrett, when you have a sec, it might be nice if you could personally, like have a counter that doesn't necessarily show on stream, but something to help me remember how many Limgrave bosses I've beaten.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll need to figure out how many that's been, because I don't have to enumerate them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, one of the objectives is to kill 8 Limgrave bosses, and I've killed a few, but I will be killing more.
You killed how many already?
I'll need to figure that out.
Yeah.
killed at
we
least
can-
2.
We can crunch the numbers.
I'll figure that out.
Yeah, I want to say it was at least 2, right?
Yeah, so we've killed Margit and
Right.
Darrowil. Those are 2. I think that's the only 2 actually that I've done.
Was Verywell the one that was crawling on the ground?
Yes, Darrowil was the one I summoned Blythe for.
Right. Okay. Yep. Okay.
I think it has only been 2 in there.
I think that was it. You
'cause I killed-
counted other ones, but I don't
Yes.
think you killed them.
I killed the
The Knight Rider in the other place.
but yes, that is in
That's down.
yeah,
Right.
and that is not in
Okay.
that's in a different area. Okay, so like zone 3, that's 4,000.
Garrett, here's more shoe.
Yeah, so there is E.G. the blacksmith right here. He's great. We will use him to upgrade a bunch of things. I'm going to... You can mark certain teleport locations as favorites, so you can really easily access a menu of them. I'm going to quick grab another upgrade material. And then upgrade my Bloodhound's Fang from +4 to +2 to +4. And I do not have a Somber. One of the possible objectives is +9, a Somber Smithing Stone weapon. The way that weapon upgrades work in this game is there are like 2 types of upgrade paths. There's normal smithing stones, and there's somber smithing stones. If you can guess, the reason why I'm using somber smithing stones is because they're better. They are more unique weapons that tend to use somber smithing stones to upgrade, but you also need a lot less of them. In somber smithing stones, you need 1 somber smithing stone of each tier, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, in order to upgrade stuff. Otherwise, the normal smithing stones, a smithing stone 1, you need for 3 upgrades. So you need 2 of them to get the first upgrade, 3 of them to get the next upgrade, and then, or 2 of them, 4 of them, and then 6 of them. So you need a lot more smithing stones. You need 12 smithing stones of each level in order to level up something. So it is greatly, greatly preferred to use a somber smithing stone leveling weapon, because you only need to get 1 smithing stone of each level. Alright. This is Caria Manor. This is the home of the Glintblade Sorcerers, the people who use magic. This is a really annoying, like, protection charm that they have in front of their place. It sucks. We're not going in there. But we are going to get the grace, in case I do need to. And because I'm still region locked, I am going to go further in Limgrave, or not Limgrave, I keep saying Limgrave, further in Liurnia, toward the Grand Lift of Dactus, which is just visible over that cliff there. It's right hidden by there. And once I do that, I can take Riot's Hand to Volcano Manor, as well as I have a much larger portion of the game open to me. Once I take that Grand Lift of Dectus, I reach the Altus Plateau, which is a massive, massive area of the game. But currently, I need to take a wonderful route through the cliffs and such.
And you need to stay region locked for another 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, which is not an issue. There is plenty to do in Liurnia still.
I love it when games with large maps have nice landmarkers like that with the text. That's nice. You don't always have to pause and just keep checking where you're going.
Yeah, every time you enter a main or a new main or a new sub area that's like named, one of those notifications pops up. So that's every time you change from regions, which are Liurnia, the Weeping Peninsula, Limgrave, Caelid, Altus Plateau, Volcano Manor, and so forth. That text updates, but it also changes. It also changes based on some sub-locations. Like there are catacomb dungeons. It'll tell you which one you're in, and stuff like that. There's an area in Lanedell, the royal capital, which is like the sewers. That's called the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. That's another name that pops up.
I always got a huge rush in Xenoblade X when I found a new area, and that thing would pop up with that message. Also,
First discovering like that whole secondary area in Noctilum.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
serious, I know, right? And like also, because that was like pre-Scal, so like you really had to like work for it. And also Xenoblade X is a whole other thing, Tommy, where there's like secret areas or scenic views, I think is what they're called, like specific points of interest that are very niche and hard to find, and like this beautiful pop up, and then you just take it in. And finding those was amazing. I'm sure I didn't find them all. What a game!
All right, and so what I'm currently progressing right now, because I'm stuck in Limgrave, is where is that? Column 1, row 4. Acquire 3 imbued sword keys. There are, as you can tell, there are 3 of them. There are only 3 of them, but they're all fairly easy to acquire. I'm going to go to an area of Liurnia called the Four Belfries, which will be visible now. Up there, right above where my sword is. Those belfries serve as teleports or sneak peeks into different portions of the game. There's an underground area called Noxtella. There is a really, really endgame area called Crumbling Far Missoula. And I forget where the last one is. But regardless, there's a waygate at each of them, a teleport waypoint, that requires an imbued sword key to unlock. So you use the sword key on the gate unlocks, and then you teleport to a small area in each of those individual areas. So you get a little preview of them, but you have to enter them from different ways.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a more actual way to enter the entirety of the area, but it gives you a preview of what's out there. Though that's not totally true if you're able to wrong warp. Yeah, wrong warping is something I will not do here, but it is something that I could do here. It is really difficult on console, but the idea of it is you are able to confuse which teleport location the game thinks you're supposed to go to. So by going to a specific area and then heading back to, say, the Round Table Hold, and then closing the game at the right moment, the game saves like the region you're supposed to be in, but not the specific teleport location. So if I go into this Belfry gate, the one like right above my head, which takes me to Far Missoula, if I go into that one and then wrong warp, I can enter the area itself, as opposed to just a little preview area high above.
Now you got
And there's one.
only a little more than a minute left on that region.
All right.
Also, as a heads up, we have an hour and a half left. Yeah.
Yep, just over an hour and a half left. All right. And something that I picked up from the dragon as I was walking by is the Academy Glintstone key. That allows me to go through that waygate and enter the Academy of Raya Lucaria. And it is a sub-area of Leonia. So we're gonna run through here for a bit, because another one of the imbued sword keys is in here.
Mm.
So I'll defeat the boss that stops me from getting it, and then we will go somewhere else. Oops, did not mean to do that.
Holy moly. Unbelievably loud. Sorry about that, chat. I'm pretty sure that peaked the stream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoops. These guys are annoying, but you have invincibility while you're opening doors and
Oh,
stuff.
that's fun.
Then we are going to mash the roll button. And then these guys are going to drop from the ceiling. I'm going to get the grace.
I said, give me grace.
And then I'm going to quit out, so that they're no longer there. Alright. I just realized I will actually be able to get a bingo.
Yeah.
Column 4. Column 4 is really
That's what you're
easy.
gonna shoot for?
Yes. So I need to go back to Limgrave to kill friendly NPCs. Ash of War Lightning Ram to kill 10 sheep is really easy. Complete 2 Catacomb dungeons is also really easy. That one's the most difficult of them. And then kill 8 bosses in Limgrave, which 2 of those bosses are done, and 2 of them are from Catacomb dungeons. So, I'm going to still try to get a bunch of different objectives. But that one, I should be able to get a bingo as well. I'll probably not do Limgrave Tree Sentinel, and I'll stop focusing on the sword keys so much to see if I can get that bingo. But yes, we are running through Raya Lucaria. As you can probably tell, it's a lot faster to run by things and fight them. When you're playing these games for the first time, you want to explore generally, and so you kill everything that you come across. But because I know where I'm going, and I don't need the safety of not having any enemies around, we run. Yes. And so there is a kind of difficult boss that I'm going to fight up ahead. I'm going to say kind of difficult because he has a lot of really, really annoying attacks, but he's not really a difficult boss because he has a really small amount of health. I also don't have a bunch of things that I normally would for this fight because of the region lock.
Such a cool design.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, so you can see I have done my Ash of War twice. I should say that for Hitless. But yeah, so he's not a terribly difficult boss. In my first playthrough he was, because I was doing a magic playthrough, and he's resistant to magic. Everyone in this area is. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to go back to Limgrave. We're going to kill some friendly NPCs, and we're going to unlock a Catacomb dungeon. Probably not do it right now, but there's a bunch of additional stuff I would like to get. One of those things is an Ash of War called Golden Vow, which is something I totally should have gotten here while I was here earlier, but I kind of forgot. Golden Vow gives you some increased damage reduction, but also just boosts damage, period. It's really good. You can put it on like a dagger and put it in your offhand, and so you buff with it right before a fight, and it lasts like 40 seconds. Or this one might be 60 seconds. I honestly don't quite remember. There is a incantation version, which is a spell version of it, that lasts for 100 or 80 seconds. I think the Ash of War just lasts for 60. But in either case, it is an incredibly easy thing to get. And it's a really good boost of damage. Especially because you do not need a lot of faith, which is a stat that scales with incantations. You don't need, there's no faith requirement on it. Whereas if you were using Golden Vow, you would need one.
Don't tell George Mike.
Alright. There's the Death Touch Catacombs. That is a catacomb I will go to eventually. I actually don't remember how to complete it, so we'll learn together. Oh, he's up here. I forgot. Yeah, so the enemy that has the Golden Vow is like directly above me right now. I thought it was in front.
Garrett, on Stream Tech, do we have anything from chat?
Nope, nothing yet. 7 viewers, still at $840 donated.
Still good. Yeah.
If you donate, it's going to a great cause. We're in support of the Stonewall Community Foundation, an organization with a mission towards reducing violence towards LGBTQ+ individuals, which is also a leading force in reducing homelessness in these communities. Please consider donating by clicking the link below the stream to access our Streamlabs page. Our next donation goal, I believe, is no talisman for 15 minutes. You really set long timers on these.
Yeah.
Also, thanks, Garrett.
No problem.
Hello, Knight.
So we,
Oh, wow, you did it right off.
yeah, we knock him right off his horse.
Wow, that was well done. It's just like
And
1,
then,
2,
yep.
3.
And then we pick up a Golden Vow.
Okay.
Alright. And I'm going to go get... I'm going to kill someone. One of the friendly NPCs. Unfortunately. Yes, there is a... yeah, there is a NPC in called the War Master's Shack. Which is... I'm above it. And his name is Bernal. And he is also going to die really fast because most NPCs in this game require... They will aggro to you after hitting them like 3 times. So you can I can fully charge up a heavy attack like twice, and he won't do a thing about it.
That is interesting. So regardless of the strength of the attack, it has to be 3 times.
Apparently not.
Oh.
At least not while I was right here, but that's fine.
Oh, you got it.
Yep. Sorry, Bernal.
You are an enigma, to be certain.
So the Volcano Manor awaits me. So I got his armor, which is really strong. I won't use it because it's way too heavy for me.
I have a question. Is there a punishment for killing just random people?
There's not a
Is there
permanent.
like a consequence of sorts?
There's, depending on the person. Generally, the answer is no.
Okay.
But
Is there ever is it helpful to have somebody alive? I guess for your own interests. Or...
yeah.
Okay.
Though a lot of the time you are able to kill some meddlesome NPCs to stop them from doing things, as opposed to keeping someone alive. But there are certain shop vendors. This is Alexander. He's a living jar.
That's so cool. Actually, I love his design.
Yeah. So we have
His
to.
design. Well, I guess that just goes to show the harsh nature of the world.
Yeah, so Alexander's stuck in the ground. We hit him out. Unfortunately, I'm going to hit him again.
What a creative design. Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, he's Pot Friend. Unfortunately, if Pot Friend didn't want to die, he shouldn't have had a talisman that increases my Ash of War damage by 10%. It's a lot. That is a lot
That is a
of
lot.
damage. So unfortunately, Alexander should have chosen to have a worse talisman, otherwise people wouldn't kill him as much. But yes, Alexander, and that fun fact: if you get to the end of the game, closer to the end of the game, in the area, when you get to Crumbling Farm Azula, you can get a better version of that for 15% increased damage.
Oh,
That
hey,
is
1 minute
insane.
ago. Bar mitzvah.
Ooh, Ben is in chat. That is
Good morning,
nice.
Ben.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You can see we're starting the day off strong. It's the dawn of a new day.
9 viewers, guys. People
That
keep
is
coming on.
awesome.
They're checking their phones when they wake up.
Glad to hear it.
You know how to lay out your arms then.
All right, Ashes of War. I am putting Golden Vow on my dagger.
Hopefully that shows up on the.
Golden
Right now it's seeing 7, but it should update.
All right, and I need to kill one more friendly NPC.
Paying my Wi-Fi bill.
Pay it to us instead.
That's good to do, Ben.
Pay it to us instead, he says. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to kill a.
How much until the next donation instead of Garrett?
$5.
Ben, it's only $5 to give Tommy a hard time. I know how much you would find that funny.
No talisman. Just God.
Yes, I just equipped some talismans.
And now we could take it away.
Don't look. I feel really bad. I feel really bad. I
Mom.
feel really bad. I feel really bad. I feel really bad.
All around me are familiar.
I feel really bad about that one. Bach is really nice.
Ben said good idea. I think he might do it.
Oh, no.
No talisman.
Yeah, 15 minutes without it. Sitting back like another 5.
I said 15 for that one.
Yeah, you did.
Oh
You did.
no.
Yeah, you wrote these.
I did come up with the times for these.
Yeah. They said X, and then you were like 15.
Yep. Alright, so we're finally using both halves of the Dectus Medallion to go into the Altus Plateau. I would like to get a bunch of things. I want to get a couple upgrades while I'm here.
I've been waiting. I knew you had.
So I will take her hand,
Give me your
and
hand.
we
I
will
pray.
teleport off to a distant land. And then I'm going to immediately leave the aforementioned distant land.
Region lock, region lock, region lock, region lock.
That would be really, really unfortunate because
It'd
there's
be
like
another like $20. You'd get like 4 things though.
I need to leave. I need to leave before that happens.
We're not gonna get a $20 donation.
I don't know. I mean,
You never know.
Ben is
And if
right
it
there.
does, that will probably be not your only problem. Oh no,
True.
region lock's at $8.70. So
Okay.
need to be $30.
I'm not a fan of that. Didn't I get the key? Did I not talk to Tanith enough? Or do I need to rest? Hello, Tanith. She will let me join the Volcano Manor. Oh, I must have been clicking the wrong button. That's whatever. So what I just did is something I was scared to do in my first playthrough, and that's join the Volcano Manor. They are a group of Tarnished hunters. Generally, the Tarnished kind of stick together because their life sucks. They're in unending rebirth. They die and they come back. Not great. So they kill their own for their own benefit, which is very not cash money. But unfortunately, there's actually there's no downside to joining them. I thought there was when I initially played the game. And there's some like cool armor sets and stuff that you can get from them. So it's actually really cool to do that quest line. It also provides an alternate way to get to the boss of Volcano Manor. I don't really think you would want to do it because it's not really faster, but it is an option if you wanted to. You can get to the final boss simply by going through the entire area, or you can complete 3 like Tarnished Hunt quests from Volcano Manor, and then you can get teleported to the boss room. Alright, I need to get further into Lanedale. I need to get the Ash of War Lightning Ram.
Yes. And then you need to slaughter 10 sheep.
Yes, there are a bunch of
Cruel warrior.
There are a bunch of sheep near where the Ash of War is located. And I'm pretty sure they respawn there. If not, I'm screwed.
Whoa! Those
Why are you
cavalry
over
never
here?
never leave me alone.
Okay, that's fine. I like just got the grace there. I'm trying to run away. But yeah, he normally does not follow you that far. But he did, unfortunately. I actually do not think I need to rest right here. Although I probably should spend my runes soon. Yeah, so we are coming up on... We are in the Altus Plateau, which is a really cool area of the game. It's really large. It is like the hub of progress in this region. And specifically, I'm going towards Lanedale, which is the royal capital, which is this giant building. This is actually not Lanedale proper, what we're looking at. This is just the massive gate into it.
Wow, it's just the gate.
Yes, this is just, this is a, like, this is the wall surrounding the castle, but there's still, like, a village inside of it. It's massive. There's a Tree Sentinel duo, we don't care. That is Lanedale. There's a
Can you
massive...
pour that tree in the back?
The big tree? So the big tree is important to the story. That is the Erd tree.
Okay.
And it is essentially the sign of, like, the big religion in this area.
Oh.
It's the sign of the greater will. Which, if you actually care to progress the game in the normal way, you will come in contact with an entity called the Two Fingers, which are like the Tarnished's connection to the Two Finger, or to the greater will. The greater will is something called an outer god, which is a god that's not physically present in this world, but like influences it. The greater will is one, and its religion, the Golden Order, is symbolized by the Erd tree.
Okay.
There are others, like I don't know any of their other names, other than there's the Dark Moon, which is connected to Ronnie.
Dark Moon.
The Dark Moon.
The Dark Moon.
Yes, if you remember the witch NPC, the one in the snow.
Dark Moon. I can't. Dun 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 dun. I'm sorry. When I hear that, I can only think about
Right.
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
But yes, there's a god called the Dark Moon, which is one of the endings in the game that you can get.
How many endings are there in Elden Ring?
There are 5 or 6.
Wow.
There's 3, I think it's 6. So there are 3 NPCs that you can fulfill their quest lines and do something specific. And they all give a variant of one ending, where you reclaim enough shards of the Elden Ring to reforge it, and you claim yourself Elden Lord. And you kind of just manage the lands between as they are. Those NPCs are Dung Eater, Fia, and Gold Mask. Each of them, Dung Eater embodies the Rot God. Gold Mask embodies the Golden Order, and Fia is whatever the Rune of Death harkens back to. And then there are 3 others where you, like, irreparably change the world. 2 of them, one of them is by Ronnie. You replace the world, you replace the god of the region with the Dark Moon. And the other is very similar, but you become the Lord of Frenzied Flame and basically decide to torch everything to the ground. Yeah, that one is not so great. Your head becomes a fireball. Alright, Ash of War Lightning Ram is somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly where, but it's around here. Actually, I think it's over there. But there are a bunch of sheep around here. They are lightning sheep, and they will roll at you. That is what the Ash of War does. You turn into Sonic. This is yeah, no. Where is this Ash of War? I do not remember where it is.
Hey, here, can we get any donations?
Not yet.
Okay.
Wait, stream labels is just it's still updating and we just haven't got it.
It is open, right?
I really do not remember where this is. It might be a golden scarab, which is or it might be a scarab, which is like a little creature that rolls around a ball, and when you kill it, you get an item. Usually it's an Ash of War or an upgrade material.
Ben said they're working on it.
Working on.
The donation item.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
They haven't done it.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
No worries.
Is it you?
Is it me?
Is it this NPC? I don't think I need to
Is
kill this
it-
guy.
And all of me.
And I'll
Jump in the Cadillac.
I'm glad we were on the same page.
Wow, I got two rather low percent drops from that guy, but none of them is lightning ram. All right, I'm gonna quick look it up.
Okay.
Yes, I would rather not spend the next bunch finding it. I don't remember if it's killed by an enemy. Just south. Yeah, so it is a teardrop scarab.
Okay.
But I didn't see it. So, we are... Oh, I don't have the map. That hurts. I should get the map.
You gotta talk to Tingle, get the map.
Yeah, in this game, maps are pretty nice. They're just item pickups in the world, and they're all rather easy to get. It is unfortunate, needing to go out of your way to get a map in the first place, but considering all the other types of content that they could lock, this behind, I'm glad the map is really easy.
Yeah, for sure.
So pick up the map.
Okay, good.
Ash of War Lightning Ram is like right here. I think I didn't go close enough.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the problem.
That could be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do not think I went close enough to the church. Which is fine. I have not had to come over to, and I have not had to get Lightning Ram ever. I've never had to.
Never?
Like, so in my practice, I've never had this goal, and or I've never done this goal.
Okay.
And the last time that I picked up this Ash of War was like in my initial playthrough. There it is. That little ball right there that I'm locked onto.
Oh,
This
okay.
is what I need to kill.
Cool. Ram's like, no, it's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, so there we go. There's Ash of War Lightning Ram. I'm going to get a couple of runes from here while I'm here. Okay, the
I'm
ram.
always interested in seeing how open world games handle pickups differently. It's all the same idea. They're just all a little different.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we are de-aggroing them. And then I need to go and put Lightning Ram on a weapon. That is the one unfortunate bit about needing to do something like this. And that is, I need to return to the Round Table Hold to talk to Master Hugh, the blacksmith, in order to put the Ash of War on a new weapon. Yeah, I have to talk
I
to
think
him.
you have pretty good prospects of getting bingo, honestly.
Yeah.
With the time you left, I think you're in good shape.
Yeah, I have an hour.
Yeah.
So I can kind of cap lightning rim on this? I can.
On the rapier? Looks like you can.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yes, I picked it up as just an additional I picked it up as just an additional thing to have in case I wanted to put a different Ash of War on it, but it's actually come in clutch here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to kill 10 sheep with it. So we'll help me count.
No. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break.
Alright. Alright, time for sheep to die. A golden vow. That does not count, unfortunately. Okay. Now, how do I even... I don't remember how to use this. Do I need to just keep mashing it? Okay, I just keep mashing it and we do it. So there is one sheep. I do not have enough flasks for this. So we've killed one sheep. Unfortunately, this skill takes a lot of mana to use. So I need to reallocate my flasks for that. I'm gonna put a bunch into the blue. Yep. I've honestly never used this Ash of War before in my entire life. Mostly because it's not that great, but it does turn you into Sonic the Hedgehog. So we rolling on him. That is 2. That is 3. There should be enough sheep over here. There is 4. Stop running away. That is 5. I need a new flask. Oh, come on, dude.
How did you kill the sheep?
I'm at 5. Take a while.
Fantastic.
So here is 6. I forget if there are any more up here. There are. This shall be 7. I'm not two-handed it.
Is this 7 sheep?
Yes, this is the 7th sheep out of 10.
Barrel roll.
We've got.
Would it be
Stop
easier
running
to
away.
use the melee attack?
No, I have to use this attack.
Oh, you're right.
8 or
Yes,
9.
you're
I think that was
absolutely
8.
My bad.
You have to use the Ash of War that they do.
Right.
That
It's
is
just one hit.
fine.
You contact.
Yeah, it's 2 hits, but you are able to continue rolling.
Gotcha.
There it is. That is done.
Great.
Kill
Yeah.
10. Alright.
That's 2 left. Oh, he's like, leave me alone.
Yes.
We're gonna see our first thing marked off on the bingo board soon.
We are going to see a bingo kinda soon.
He's only got 2 more spots left in this column.
I do have a bunch of bosses that I will need to kill in
Have you been
Lingrave.
marking stuff on it?
Yeah. Oh, were you not able to see it?
No?
Oh, well, I have been.
Oh, I've been looking at his the whole time, the bingo sync. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Apparently I just needed to pull it up again. Yeah, there you go. That's what's been done.
Yeah, that is unfortunate,
There
but
you go,
it's fine.
Look at that stuff.
At least we've been talking.
Yes, I've
through
kind
it,
of
so it's
yeah,
okay.
I've called them out as
Yeah.
I've done them,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
People can verify if they really want
Yeah,
to.
we've got a mark now.
Hey, TuneLink201, did you guys already read their message?
Nope.
Guys, text
Yo,
me.
Elden
You're on
Ring
chat.
20% off on Xbox.
There you go.
And then Ben says the Chief of Death sound makes him sad.
Makes me
So-
kind of sad.
Yeah, Evan, if you were interested in getting Elden Ring, it sounds like now's a very good time to do it.
It does. Is it on Steam?
It is.
On Xbox, it's 30%.
Oh,
No.
right. And the Steam Summer Sale is probably over. But
yeah, it is, unfortunately.
well, that's right.
I mean,
I'm not in a
Did you
rush.
buy anything from the Steam Summer Sale?
No, actually, because I already bought a few games before that weren't on Steam, and I needed to save, so I decided to skip.
Yeah, I went for the only game.
Because
that
I pre-ordered the Ghost Trick remaster,
Oh, nice.
and a couple other things.
I think Elden Ring goes on sale kind of often for about 30% off on Steam, though.
That's good.
So that is nice.
Well, From Software seems to do a lot of sales.
Surprisingly.
I've seen that on Steam a lot, so it's only a matter of time I'll get the games. You know, are all of them on Steam at this point, except for Bloodborne?
I think, yeah, I think
notoriously?
so.
Notoriously Bloodborne.
Well, yeah, Dark Souls 1 remastered, Dark Souls 1 remastered is, I think 3 is.
3 definitely is, because I remember Conrad playing on Steam a few years ago. I think when it came out, actually.
Sekiro definitely is.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, then I guess also the Demon Souls remaster is probably not, or is it actually?
That is a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay. Right. You can't put them all. What a cool design.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me do it again. God!
Come on.
So there's a setup that I
Oh.
missed. So you can push that guy off the cliff nearby and kill him.
Right.
And I was slightly mispositioned, but I got 2 parries off, and he still did not go over the edge, which I'm appalled at.
I'll be right back. You get a quick snap.
Yeah, go ahead. I seriously cannot believe that he didn't go over in either of those. I want to get my runes back. Alright, buddy, fall. Alright, we missed the true setup again. Another attack. Alright. I should have spent my runes before this, but that is fine. I'm killing him mostly to show off the fact that you can do this, but also because it will give me a bunch of money. And I'll just dump that into vigor and some dexterity. And then I'll be able to go and kill a bunch of the things that I need to without a problem. And fun fact, if you open the menu and then hold the sprint button, you can instantly buffer a sprint. Alright, guy, come on. What are you doing over there? Please come to the cliff. Alright, we are gonna die again. Yep. Yeah, there's a really tight timing between where you aggro him over. If you do it right, he just comes right on over, and you're in the perfect position. But when you mistime it, he either stops coming over and starts doing one of his ranged attacks, or he de-aggros and runs back to being in front of this door. So the setup is just stay right here on this wall, and then there's a certain tree that I wait for him to go by, like right there. There it is. And he's dead. Whew. I'm glad I got it on the actual setup, even though the setup didn't work first try.
So is that your third boss?
What did I hit? What did I hit?
I think so. You watched me hit the setup kill on the boss. Well, that's fine. Yes, that does not hit any goals. But it is a boss. How many levels do I have? I have 9. I go... I'm gonna go like that. Yeah.
Question: does anyone have an iPhone charger here? I forgot mine.
I do. If... Yeah, mine is in my backpack.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind if I go?
Yeah,
snag
go
it?
ahead. Yeah, it's in the lowest pocket.
Thank you.
I don't want to stop you.
Yep, that's good. So I have to do 2 catacomb dungeons and kill 8 bosses in Limgrave. And I mentioned earlier that both of those goals work with one another. So each, at the end of every catacomb, right, is a boss. And that boss will count as, it will count towards the 8 total bosses in Limgrave. Yes, the way that these individual catacombs work, normally there's a lever, like this one, that is opens a door, and the door leads to the boss. So you have to go through the dungeon, killing whatever's inside of it, so you can explore freely. You find the lever or levers, and together, the door to the boss opens. It also serves as a nice shortcut, so you generally do not have to go through the whole dungeon again. Like, the boss is right here, and I came in right from there. So the majority of the dungeon itself tends to be in the side chamber, and then you just unlock something nice like this. I do not have my Golden Vow equipped. I'm probably gonna get attacked by the boss, but that's fine. We're going to do Golden Vow. We're going to drink. And he's going to die very fast. If I hit him. Yes, these black knife assassins are really annoying to deal with usually. The ones that are at higher level are really annoying to deal with because they have a moveset that, like, I mean, they're assassins. They're really fast, and they like to back away from you a lot. They get behind you, they backstab the player, which is not fun. Trust me. Alright, so that's 1 catacomb dungeon done, and that is another Limgrave boss defeated. If you can increment the counter for that.
Nice.
I think that's 3.
That is. I thought you already did 3, and this is your 4th.
That might be true. Whatever was true, or whatever we mentioned earlier is definitely correct. It's just been a while since I've done a Limgrave boss. If it was at 3 before, then 3 is correct. We listed them out.
Wait, so when I mentioned that you just beat a Limgrave boss recently, did you? Before this.
Before this one, did you, the horse guy that I pushed off the cliff, did you increment it there? Yeah, so that was not correct. Are you talking about the Red Wolf?
Yeah.
That is not a Limgrave boss. That is a Liurnia boss.
No, the one that you failed recently. It's very, very recent.
The Black Knife that I just did,
There was that guy, there was one before that.
that was the... Yes, I did the Tree Sentinel off the cliff.
Yeah. Does that one count?
No.
Okay, then you're on 3.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that Tree Sentinel was in Altus.
Okay.
That was not in Limgrave. Yeah, Limgrave is the starting area of the game.
Got it.
This catacomb has fire. It's not fun. Fire in these games tends to be really annoying. because it deals a lot of damage, and it like knocks you to the floor. Drop me down. Pull this. And then we go to the boss. A notification just popped up at the bottom that I canceled out of immediately, but it says somewhere a heavy door has opened, and it's that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that text appears for every dungeon. Alright, a golden vow. I drank my physic. And we fight a burial watchdog.
This is the fourth Limgrave.
Yes, this will be a 4th Limgrave boss, as well as 2 catacombs.
How many categories do you need?
2.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the last boss I defeated was a catacomb. Okay. And I just hit you. I was just trying to armor through him, and he didn't want to listen. Alright.
Very nice.
Yes, and so that is 2 catacomb dungeons and 4 Limgrave bosses.
Nice.
There's a really easy additional Limgrave boss also over here. There is a normal area in the Crumbling Farm Azula area who just is a boss over here. And by the time you enter that area, you forget that he was technically a boss in this little cave. Yeah, this is probably one of the first cave. This is the first cave that players will generally explore.
So this is like your, whoa guys, check it out, a blue bokoblin as the boss enemy.
Right. That is exactly what this is. Right. So in here, the enemy name is Beastman of Farm Azula. There are like 100+ of these guys in Farm Azula, but he's a boss here.
That's interesting. Yeah. Wow.
And he dies like that. Yep. I barely buffed. He just dies. And we got a Flame Drake Talisman from him, which is not that great, but it helps you resist fire. So that's 5 Limgrave bosses down. And I'm going to go to another cave over here. Actually, I am going to use the restroom. Had a lot of coffee.
Yeah, take a break. I'll hold down the fort. Do you want me to just mess around?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, I won't do anything destructive.
We.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the IKG playthrough of Elden Ring. First time playthrough. Okay, what do these buttons do? That's roll. That's jump. Yeah, you can jump in this game. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. Whoa! It's like a block. Yeah, I do on my shield actually, because then I could do the parry. The Hubert parry. So, how's it going?
If it's going well. Sen said famous last words.
That's right.
Not clear in relation to which, but they're your last.
Hey Tommy, I accomplished a real lot.
Yeah, look.
I learned how 4 of the controls work.
Did you find the attack buttons?
I found attack, parry with the shield,
At least
jump,
one of the attack buttons.
and I did accidentally waste 1 potion. I apologize.
That is fine. They are, in fact, renewable. Right, you get them every time you rest at a grace.
I drank Crimson Tears.
Yeah. That is the Estus flask, for those that know the Dark Souls terminology, right? The flask of Crimson Tears and Cerulean Tears are what they're called in this game, but that is Estus and Ash and Estus in other games. I should be here.
Oh, I also learned how to crouch.
Very nice. Crouching is very very good in this game. It actually is like, I think it's like the first like normal thing that a player can do in a FromSoft game to like do stealth. There's a stealth item that I've prepared but haven't gotten just because I haven't needed it, called Assassin's Gambit. And that is another Ash of War. I usually put it on the rapier I got, but I put a lightning ram on it instead because we needed that for an objective. And what Assassin's Gambit does is it muffles the sound of your footsteps, and it's like the single strongest stealth buff in the game. It is incredible.
Wow.
If we have additional time, I want to try and showcase defeating a really difficult boss of it.
Okay.
And I can never find this entrance to this cave.
Oh, the famous last words: "We won't do anything distracted by."
No, I thought so. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He's
but,
right. He's right.
but there was really nothing that you could do in that area to like permanently disable me, other than like managing to like drop my weapon, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so this is the cave.
Nice roll. That was stylish.
Yeah, this
What is
cave.
this, Devil May Cry?
Yeah, this cave is has a bunch of pitfalls, and it's gonna get really dark. I always forget which way to go here. Pretty sure it's this one. Hooray, I learned. But yeah, this is a semi-long cave. Yay, I remembered where to go.
Completes 4 out of 5 bingo boards. Silence. Learns where to go with the door.
Woo!
Clearly that was the most impressive thing you've done so far.
Right. You can't swim in this game, so if I fall in the water, I die. Yeah, this is a fairly long...
Ich kann schwimmen nicht.
Yeah, schwimmen. That is a land octopus.
my.
We are not gonna do anything with you.
That's cool.
Oh, I did not mean to jump there.
No, I missed.
I don't know why I did that, because, like, I know where to go. I just jumped off. Peace.
Oh yeah,
Platform war.
Platform Peril?
Sure.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Mario Party, viewers, friends at home, watching on a new day, we will be doing Mario Party later today. Also, Garrett, I know you're tired, but is there something you can do for me?
Yes.
Could you go ahead and, on the Twitter tab and the browser Discord tabs, can you post the, like a crop screenshot of the new schedule so that everybody knows? Because I don't think we released that yet.
We did not.
We were all tired last night. So if you want to do that, that way we can refer back and say, you know, so people know it's coming. Okay, thank you. And if you could actually pin that on the Twitter too, instead of the current one, that would be
That I
better.
might not know how to do.
Okay, I can help you with that. I mean, it's literally just clicking the 3 dots and saying pin tweet.
Oh,
After you send it, presumably.
After you send it, yeah. But it's okay, I can help if you need it. That looks very threatening.
And this is the Guardian Golem.
Good thing you could hit it while it was getting up. That's all.
He's the enemy that like shoots at you, like the really big ones from before.
Oh, okay.
And when you stagger them, you deal. So that you normally don't deal damage that high, but these golems, like they have like a weak point in their chest,
Right.
and it's just like it's
Am
like
I
the core.
screenshotting the spreadsheet, or do we have one that's like
The spreadsheet.
The spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, whenever you're finished with that, that is another Limgrave boss down. So I believe that's 6 now.
That's 6, right? Okay.
Yes. And that cave is really good for people who... What is it? That is really good for people who play without armor on. Sometimes I will, but for the purposes of this, dying is kind of harmful. So I'm not
Yeah.
at the moment. I will, but at the moment I'm not. And what is helpful with the charm I got from there, or the talisman. That is the Blue Dancer talisman, and that the lower your equipment load, the more physical damage you do. So if you take off all your armor and you only have like one weapon on, you get a rather substantial physical damage boost. Boost. A boost. I'm boasting about my damage boost.
We don't need another boast to win title.
Dismount. The Golden Vow. Let me get my flask. Where are you going?
Can you do horseback combat in this game?
You can.
Cool.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Something cool about this guy is attacking both him and his horse deal damage, but if you kill the horse, you can dismount him for a bit. And then he like summons a new spectral horse.
Huh.
Both of those attacks missed, and I was out of steam.
Here, do you want me to do it? I don't mind.
So the pictures are a little tall and might be cropped off. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
I think you did.
Sadly, I know how to use Twitter well, which is kind of embarrassing at this point, but I can do it.
Yeah. So this should be it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're like so even though it's like cut off the top and the bottom.
Oh right. So
That is 7. That is 7 Limgrave bosses.
Very nice.
And we're going to get
preview.
2 at the same time here. I want a quick level up strength, because I'm actually going to need strength for the next thing I plan to do. Just a little. I need to be a strong boy. Yes. I am back where we woke up at the very beginning.
Whoa, so am I.
Yeah, so the Stranded Graveyard is the tutorial area of the game. And it is in Limgrave. So I'm going to beat the tutorial boss. But no, I'm not going to just completely destroy it with a weapon, don't you worry.
Now I'm worried.
It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are different fight restrictions that in Elden Ring Bingo people normally apply. I mentioned way back before that there was an objective to kill a boss using only spirit ashes. There are also ones like kill a remembrance boss with colossal armaments only. So those restrictions apply to what the player can wield, and that's essentially you can only deal damage with a colossal armament. Thankfully, what that means is that any such restriction, you can buff yourself however you would like, but the weapon that you use must be whatever is described. So a colossal weapon, or a colossal weapon, a ashes only magic, or in this case, I'm going to defeat the tutorial boss with my bare hands.
Nice.
I could kill you in 4 seconds with me bare hands.
That is not... I did not take it off. So he's going to kill me.
That is a lot of damage that you're doing with your thing.
That is not my bare hands. I did not actually unequip the dagger. It is not.
Okay.
It is not that high. It is not that high. I clicked the option to unequip the dagger, and it didn't go through. It is not supposed to be that good damage.
Okay.
It is going to be much lower. This fight should take a couple minutes.
And we can get some donation goals coming in to prevent him from using the talisman during this fight, so that it takes even longer.
We most certainly could. We
Yeah.
really could.
Okay, we're gonna buff up outside.
Ben said, don't let anyone tell you boost to win was not a good joke. It was great.
Thanks, Ben. I did it for you, really.
Yeah.
Hoping you were still here.
But yeah, so this is my damage.
Yeah, that's been typically low.
Uh-huh. Dude. Yeah, so this is the Soldier of Godric, or as we in the community normally call him, Soldier of God, Rick. This is Rick. He's wonderful. Okay. I never know when he's gonna stop. Sometimes, like, he gets stuck in, like, this, like, little stagger loop with the fists, but oftentimes he doesn't. I think Golden Vow wore off. I didn't roll behind him. Golden Vow is nice because it's a defense boost as well as an attack boost. Alright, thank you, Rick. Rick has a little blind spot to the left. And you kind of just strafe around him like this. You're usually fine. Yes, bare fists are not great. Crazy, right? In a weapon where you slay gods using weapons, your fists are generally not that helpful. You can boost physical damage. Like, actually, wait. We're gonna test something. If I put on this blue dancer charm... Okay, I'm probably gonna die. If I... Come on, equip. Come on, game. That was a bad time to test, but that's fine. That's really easy.
You were so close.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Mostly because after this, there's gonna be some stuff that I'll try and showcase. But I think my damage should actually be improved by doing this. Yeah. So what I put on was the blue dancer charm, which raises your attack damage at the cost or with low equipment weight. So I've just like unequipped everything. Should be off too. I have marginally more damage.
That looks...
Something interesting is in a later update to the game, so not in the original version of the game, they buffed light rolling, which is what I'm doing right now. When all armor and weapons have an equipment load, and you can be overburdened, which makes you really slow, and you can't run, you can't jump. Normal people medium roll, which is just the default. Light rolling gives you more iframes and a faster roll or a further roll distance than the others. Heavy rolling is really slow. It's called fat rolling. It is awful.
It's also really fun.
Right. But the thing that was added was the increased distance to light roll. They buffed it. Normally it was originally it was the same distance as medium rolling, and then they decided to buff it, which was really nice.
Sorry for awkwardly changing recording. I'm actually just trying to put some more shoutouts for our schedule for today and beyond. No, it's okay. I'm good. Thank you, though. What happened to your armor?
I took it off.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like,
Yeah, we took it off because I wanted to test the damage bonus from equipping the blue dancer charm.
oh, okay.
And it is there. Yeah,
Are you just throwing your fists, basically?
Yeah, I'm just punching him.
Oh my.
Heal. And we're going to get our bingo once he's dead. And there he is. There is Soldier of God Rick defeated.
Woo!
And
That's the big one.
that is the 8th Limgrave boss.
Very nice.
And that is also Kill Soldier of Godric Barefist only. So there's our bingo. Hooray.
Hooray!
Okay.
Can we get another?
Definitely not another bingo. But we can work towards some more squares. To fill some of the
Can
time.
we do 4 corners?
Kill a Dragonkin Soldier. I can't reach one quickly. Kill 3 Watchdogs. I don't remember where 2 of them are. I killed one Watchdog already. And kill 3 Crucible Knights. I can... I don't remember where one of them is, but I could try the Crucible Knight duo, which is actually something that I wanted to try on stream. Kill... Okay, so... I need to do a little setup to get there. I need to first buy the Buckler, which is the better parry. I need a bunch of runes. Alright, we're using all of us. All of them. Bell bearing shop 1. Bernal's bearing. I need Assassin's Gambit, which is the stealth thing that I mentioned earlier. Did I not kill Gustok? I suppose I did not. There is an NPC in front of Stormvale Castle that would seem I did not kill. I also, this is a total derail of the train of thought, but I realized that the right side of the bingo board is an F.
Ben mentioned that he really wants to get 4 corners, coaches, gym, and mobile, middle square.
Yeah, 3 NPCs.
Basically everything but 3 of them.
I would love to be able to, Ben, but we can try. But no promises. Mostly because I'm not good enough at bingo. This is a really difficult bingo.
You got one though.
I did. Yeah, so Gostok, which one is he in? Buckler. Buckler is the best parry in the game. Like the best physical parry at least. Which I need. And I need to talk to Hugh to put Assassin's Gambit on my rapier.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your arm.
Ashes of War.
Still working on the announcement.
That is good.
Yes.
Put that on my rapier. Keep the dagger. What strength am I at? 21. That is good. I can one-hand this weapon. All right. I think the fastest way is here. So I'm going to... Oh no, I forgot about something. Yes, I did forget. I need to go get a shackle. I need to get an item from an NPC in order to do this area really quickly. So currently, I am going to progress the 3 Crucible Knights. I do not expect... First off, I'm not going to be able to get this, like, in time. I just will not be able to. But what I do want to do is showcase a rather unique way to fight this really difficult boss. Because I'm absolutely not at a level, like I'm not at a damage level or weapon upgrade level or anything that you would normally be at when you fight this duo boss. And duo bosses are something that people generally hate in From Software games. Right, you're already fighting a difficult boss. Now you have to fight 2 of them at the same time. It's not great. And there's a rather infamous one in this game, and that's the Godskin duo that is in Crumbling Farm Missoula, and it is generally considered just like the most offensive boss in the offensive like personally boss in the game because it sucks. They're really difficult enemies, they're really high level, they're really far in the game, and they're so annoying to deal with. Until you learn about sleep potions. Sleep arrows or sleep potions, because the godskins are really, really weak to sleep. They sleep super easily. So once you know about sleep pots, the fight becomes a lot more bearable because you can put them both to sleep and you can fight one of them at a time after that. There's an NPC invader that happens right here that blocks you from entering this cave. So I'm going to simply skip it.
Okay, my community tab post is up. And I'm gonna post it with my personal Discord.
Ah, that is why my phone is blowing up right now in front of me. Because it's all your
Sorry, yeah.
That's not. I mean, that's hardly a problem. But it's just like, who's talking to me right now?
It's also the group meet. We can make this event go a little bit longer, or like right to 8 basically, because they missed a turn or two. So we're gonna.
Oh, we're gonna extend this event in favor of.
So we're not really extending it.
What?
Because
Right, we're gonna
take it home.
the
Okay,
intermission.
that's fine.
The intermission is going to
Come a little.
come a little later than we would normally do it, which is perfectly fine. Hey, I get to play more of my game. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this I was really excited for this
Yeah,
game.
it should be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so this is Patches. If you've played other From Software games, you probably know who he is. He's a meta NPC of From Software's. He appears in all of their games as an NPC who's a dirty backstabber. I'm going to spare him this time because it's going to be faster to kill him, or it will be slower to kill him this time. He becomes a shopkeeper.
Finally come round, have you?
Okay, and post to my Discord.
You're a lady of
Woo.
reason, through and through.
Okay, this might have actually been lower to spare him. Or maybe not. Because I want to buy something from his shop. Please. It would have been faster to kill him.
So don't be I'll be ready to. Don't forget. I'll be ready. Don't forget,
Okay,
I'll be
we're
ready
killing
to
him.
wheel it. Hard of hearing, are we? Fine.
Sorry, dude. Not sorry. I was sparing you because I thought it would be faster, but no. That's really funny. I always kill him, because if you need to come back here and you progress through Altus, he's at a totally different location, and he's a pain to find. So it's faster to kill him and get his bell bearing, which you give to an NPC here so you can access his shop inventory whenever. That is a really nice thing about killing shop NPCs in this game. I don't like to kill them, but like I kind of have to.
Right.
And you can offer a bell bearing here to gain access to their inventory at a, just from the round table hold, as opposed to, losing that inventory permanently. And now I have the item I need to make this Hero's Grave really easy. Yes, I am going to a place called the Oriza Hero's Grave, which you will see why you need to make it as easy as you possibly can soon. Yeah, that's why I got the Buckler, that's why I got Gambit, and that is why I got the Shackle. I did all of those 3 things recently because this boss that I'm going to fight is really difficult, and so is the area that it's in. So having some of these things makes it a ton easier and, possible in the first place. I'm also considering going into Volcano Manor and getting an upgrade material, which I don't think I really have the time to do. But so we're gonna try it without it. This is the wrong spot. Also, fun fact: bears in FromSoft games, and this one specifically, suck. Bears are one of the hardest enemies to deal with. the Rune Bear. There are some.
Reminds me of MGS5. Oh boy.
Yeah, and despite the fact that these games are filled with killing gods and eldritch abominations, dogs, bears, and birds tend to be the most difficult things.
Is that so?
Birds? Because they fly? Or like
Yes, yeah, the birds are really fast and they fly really far out of reach usually. Some in Stormvale Castle have flamethrowers on their helmets.
That's cool.
They're flamethrowing birds. Why?
Let me pull up Twitch.
So right now I'm dual wielding the rapier with Assassin's Gambit. That makes me stealthy. And this is a hero's grave. All the hero's grave have these this chariot type thing that's going through it, and that is an insta kill.
Oh,
no
geez.
matter it's an insta kill on you, no matter like how much health you have. But this one in particular is trivialized by using a shackle.
Oh. Oh,
It still killed me.
I guess just the play.
I went a
the
little too
hitbox
far.
is just- yeah. Also, I want to thank. I know we just sent some announcements, but we're at 11 viewers right now, which is great. Garrett, do you want to remind, since the Elden Ring event is coming to a close relatively soon,
Yeah.
what we can do to perhaps give Tommy more to chew on?
Absolutely. So, the next donation goal is, of course, no talisman for 15 minutes.
Let me just. I'll wait.
Woo! And the one immediately after that, I believe, for $850, which is just $10 more away.
Just 10 more.
Yeah, just 5 more for prevent the talisman, but for another 5 after that, you can also prevent him from using the physic.
Ooh.
So if we get a $10 donation, he will be stuck without either.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
And you can donate using the pinned link to the stream in chat to the Streamlabs page. All the proceeds are going directly to Stonewall Community Foundation.
Yep, which is a charity foundation that raises a lot of money for LGBTQ plus individuals and is a leading force in reducing homelessness in those communities. Please consider donating by clicking the link below, like Evan said.
Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you all so much.
Something particularly interesting that you might have noticed while we were talking about that is.
Elden Mid? Zach,
But you said that to him like
That's great.
Elden Mid?
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
No, Tommy likes Elden Ring.
Yes, I do.
I like it from what I've seen. I think I'd like it. Uh oh.
One of those games that you look at and think you might. And you might.
Yeah, Garrett.
Yeah.
What? Garrett's tired. He's gonna get a break after Elden Ring during Kirby Air Ride.
So this.
Oh, and I'm
boss-
leading that event. I can't wait.
So this boss is the Crucible Knight duo. By using Assassin's Gambit stealth and walking along the very left side of the room, I can avoid aggroing one of the knights.
Oh, smart. Bam.
All right. Yeah, I did not have any stamina.
You died.
Not to mention that this Crucible Knight was in a really annoying position. But this is what I plan to attempt for however long it takes me to do it, or till the end of the stream, because this is a really difficult duo boss, and I'm at way lower level than I should be. But I think being able to kill this is like just a really cool ability, because of the way that I plan to kill him. Like it's a nice showcase of skill if I'm able to do it how I would like. Ooh, I had iframes. You're
Yeah, I
supposed
thought,
to
I thought you did too.
when you like right when you jump, you
Yeah.
have some iframes. two-handing did not actually make a difference, I don't think. Yeah, so from one of the catacombs that I did before, I got it's like the Assassin's Crimson Dagger, which is a talisman that heals me whenever I get these critical hits from parries, whenever you do a repost attack. So I plan to parry this guy into oblivion. Okay, I'm not getting the critical hit.
You got 10 viewers in chat right now.
Right.
Oh, and we've got a donation. $850. You know what that means? No class, no physics.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much to...
Yeah. Make sure you say who.
Zach.
All right, thank you, Zach.
Yup, thank you. So for further attempts, I will not use my physic, which is a really significant source of damage.
Yeah, let's start that 15-minute timer on those.
You honestly don't even need to. That just bars me from using it until, like, this is over.
Yeah, pretty much for the rest of the stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or not the whole stream. I mean the event, not the.
Well, I don't
Right.
think
Not until
physics or
Friday.
class in any other.
You don't have to keep playing this until mid Friday without stopping.
I
I mean, I
think
would.
Physics or class concurrent rights, to be fair. So, it kind of...
Oh gosh. What would the air ride equivalent even be? You're not allowed to like charge.
I don't know. You have to hold it.
That means you don't go anywhere.
Solid.
That means you stand in place.
Yeah. But you have to act like really.
Why isn't it working? Why am I holding A? I'm holding A.
That's the go button. It says go. It's green.
Why isn't it possible?
It's a green.
Yes, it is. But you can press other buttons in that game to do the same thing. I just use A because it's the big one.
Alright, he is dead. And normally I would use my other flask, or my physic flask right now, but...
Nope.
And then there's Chunk. He's dead. Nobody?
Not quite yet. Then there's nothing.
Yep.
He's dead.
Right, can you do an attack?
Thank goodness we don't bang your flask, huh?
Right. Well, that's actually why I have the Assassin's Crimson Dagger on right now. Because these guys give you, like, no opportunity to heal. So that's why, because I'm parrying so much, I get a little heal every time. So whenever I get hit, I tend to not actually use my flask to heal. Also, something really interesting. These guys have a phase 2, but I was able to stun lock the other one well enough that he never transitioned. It's kind of random when it happens, but when it does, it's awesome. Okay, I should have figured that. Oh. I thought he went for a different attack, so he hit me with a stomp. Unfortunate, but what can you do?
Okay, I just posted another tweet for my personal account. Trying to get the word out
Awesome.
more and more.
Great news. You've only got 12 minutes left.
13 viewers. Rise and shine, America, and the rest of the world. Unless it's not morning, and you're already busy.
Shout outs to our European unit. I mean, that's a reasonable hour.
Seriously.
Gonna get a heyo from everyone in Paris. Good.
I don't think they'd say hey yo.
Pretty sure that's French. Hey.
I have no idea.
Sleep. You're almost done. The others are coming soon. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you should nap.
Oh, I'm going to. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll try not to keep you
I
out of
was
my
fine
time.
this morning. I just done it for it just
No, I
wiped
understand.
me out.
I totally understand. Well, you did the right thing. You did well.
Oh, did you equip your talismans?
Did I need to?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awkward. No, it's okay. Now they're gone.
I thought it was just a physic.
Nope, it was both. We got $10. Ah.
Oh, fuck me. I can't hold my weapon now. I need a two-hand before I... Oh, brother, dude. I shouldn't have been messing around with the other one, because I would have killed him and it would have been fine.
Oh. Now I'm noticing those damage numbers are a lot lower.
Yeah, before we were getting... it's not that bad. It's like 20. But the real problem is I have to two-hand my weapon every time I do this to get more damage, and then un-two-hand it to have my parry back out. That is the problem. I'm doing twice the inputs now every time.
That your $10 did a lot of work.
This sucks.
Thanks,
This
Zach.
boss is so hard already.
I don't know what you're talking about. You have him in a corner.
I think I already read the donation message, but I'm just gonna read it again because it's good. Which of course is have fun. These two destroy me.
Ugh. But yeah, so I learned this kind of recently, or I figured out this strategy to deal with them kind of recently, because a thing that I do often in Elden Ring is like weapon-specific challenge runs, where I try to, the first thing that I do is I get a really cool weapon, and then I try and play as much of the game as possible with it.
Heads up, given the ETA for some of the people who are going to be in air ride, I would suggest we call it maybe at 7:50.
Sounds good.
Because then that'll give us 5 minutes of prep, and then we should be able to start on time.
Yeah.
Roughly. So if that's okay with you, Tommy.
Yeah.
So you only have to put up with this for 7 minutes.
Woo! 2 minutes cut off the timer.
Use the restroom. I'll be back.
Don't think this is about as impactful as you can get a $10 donation.
No, yeah, this is terrible. Like, if this was reasonably, I was not going to get another Crucible Knight. I would like to beat this boss, but that's probably not going to happen now, and I'm fine with that. But if I, like, had to beat this boss, this is absolutely crippling. Because, again, this boss is in an area of the game that I'm really not supposed to be in right now. And they're really tough.
Great job, Zach.
Yes, that is an extremely opportune donation in the context of making me annoyed and, like, disabled. Yeah. I'm also, my weapon is not as, like, leveled as I want it to be. There are an additional, like, 2 smithing stones that I could get, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do that. And an additional problem with doing this is needing to, I have to kite this boss, like, in the corner. Otherwise, but if I let him go, like, if we go too far forward, the other knight will aggro. And then I'm just dead. Oh, I didn't have my shield on.
Hey, here. You wanna head out, and I'll take it over now? Maybe let's start. Yeah, take it out and stuff.
Do you need anything help for the air ride?
I just need to make sure I have. We're gonna basically the critical is to make sure that we have the live computer.
Okay, I think yeah, there's just enough of like just
Yeah.
That should not be an issue.
Yeah.
Right, all we need to do is...
Okay. Thanks, Garrett. Switching over to the IKG station. Or like I do. Okay.
Meanwhile, back in Elden Ring land, I'm not.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to court you. Remember that?
Mhm.
Give me my head.
I'm really surprised they did not aggro that guy. That's very unfortunate. I had a really good run going and I dropped it. I would have had to deal with this. But then again, that's why the donations are there. Ah. I messed up the on-two hand. I couldn't parry.
Second.
So, Evan,
Yeah.
has it been 15 minutes since that started? I need to die, actually.
hang on.
Yeah, whenever you have a sec. Okay, skeleton, hit me. I need to die. Yeah, I did not apply my stealth buff, so when I walked into the room, my strategy would not have worked. The other knight would have been aggroed on me instantly, which is bad. I will die if I have to fight both of them at once.
Oh, okay. Cool. Here we go.
Into the corner we go, and he's all the way over there. Yeah, it's really difficult trying to kite this guy back here, mostly because you have to avoid the walls, and you have to only avoid the walls because of like this the camera. The camera is really bad when you're up against a wall. Thankfully, I know most of these attacks that the Crucible Knight is doing by feel. Like, I just know the rhythm of when I need to parry. So, as long as I have a slight visual cue from him, I'm usually okay to parry, even if I don't have, like, full view. And in that case, I will miss my parry because he didn't actually hit me. That happens way too often in this game. When you're right up against an enemy. He whiffed his attack, and if I don't get hit, I can't parry it, right?
Right.
I can't parry an attack that wasn't supposed to hit me in the first place. Yeah, that is a rare thing to happen, usually. But when it does happen, it's just like, really, dude? Because usually it happens when you're ready for the attack. Has it been 15 minutes since the donation?
You are officially done.
Nice. So, a further attempt. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to change my talismans in the middle of the fight, which was a really bad idea. But now I can use them again. I plan to go until the very end, but now that I know I need to do the talismans too.
Keep in mind it is 7:50, so I would try and wrap it up.
Alright, we'll get one more attempt
Okay.
with my talismans on.
Here.
And then after that, we,
Hey, Alex in the chat. Says, welcome back, Alex. Nice house. Thank you. Yes, we did move location. We have a nice space here. Yes, thank you, Alex, for joining us. You're just in time as we're switching over between Elden Ring to Kirby Air Rights, which will be fun, as this was as well. Tommy did a really, really nice job.
Yeah, we had an unfortunate start where I was dying to a bunch of bosses I did not expect to, but that is fine. I did not mean to pick up that item, but that is fine. Yep.
Alex says, "Hey, you're not dying Soulborn, you're playing Soulborn."
Right.
Or I think it means you're not. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I got-
Dying's half the fun. For sure.
Yeah, something at least that I really enjoy is fighting bosses with like only parries. So I keep a really good frame of mind while I'm doing it because I know how difficult a challenge it is. It's really able to keep my mental game up because it's just I didn't learn them well enough if I died or I made a mistake. Yeah, like being able to keep a good mental in FromSoft games is really important because you will die and you will feel good about fighting a boss and then you will die anyway. Right? You will make a mistake or some jank will happen or an interaction you've never seen before will happen and you will die. And you really need to be able to keep a positive attitude in that because it's so easy to get frustrated. It's so easy to get disappointed in yourself and frustrated, and at that point, you don't feel like playing, you start playing worse, you make more mistakes, and then you just keep playing bad. But, I think that is one of the biggest things that you need to do in order to, like, really enjoy these games. I don't really get enjoyment by one-shotting every boss and getting to that high level. I like to, you know, feel like I'm good at the boss. Okay, you trapped me against the wall. And I instantly died because I couldn't do what he was doing!
Alright.
That's fine. I kind of needed to stop anyway.
Yeah.
But, that was Elden Ring Bingo.
Is there anything else you want to say before we go to intermission?
Most of that I was really excited for this event, and I'm really glad I was able to get a bingo. That wasn't actually my original plan. I really just wanted to get as many squares as possible. But then, like, you know, like an hour and a half into it, we were like, oh, wait a minute. I have a really easy bingo that I can get.
Yeah.
So I was really happy
Yeah.
that lined itself up that way. I could have gotten a couple additional squares. I got 8. There were definitely like 3 or 4 more that if I had focused on those instead would have been rather easy to get. But all in all, I'm really pleased with how Elden Ring Bingo went, and I was really happy to be able to share a game I put a ton of time into and really enjoy. So, the event was a success for me. And of course, people did donate and mess me up. So,
Yes.
you kind of aim for that in this event, like in an event
Oh,
here,
100%,
right? It's just like,
100%, yeah.
unfortunately, you don't like being disabled, right? Have something removed, but for the donations, it happened, and you're not gonna bemoan getting more money for the charity, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course not.
All right. Thank you, Tommy.
Yep.
We'll be right back after a hopefully brief intermission, where we're going to set up some 4-player Kirby Air Ride action. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, bye guys.